Captain Hadman from the Ludington Police Department. Introduce your cohort there, your partner in crime that we're going to be talking about with the pie auction. You guys are leading this up. Who's with us today?
So with us today, we have Officer Gallahue. He's the school resource officer with the Ludington area schools. He covers the high school and OJD Young and also Ludington area Catholic.
And he has been, this is probably your third time on the air with us talking about the pie auction. You are somebody that is so connected with LHS. We see you at the basketball games and the sporting events, and this is an event, the pie auction, to help out community members and families in need. It's a tradition that has been in the Ludington area for a long time. We'll kind of dive into that. But also, it is Take Action Week. And that's really what our conversation today is going to be about. Because I would assume, Officer Gallahue, that you can make a pie in a day. Can that happen?
Yeah, I think so. As long as you got the ingredients, which shouldn't be a problem, and yeah, should only take a couple hours, right?
There you go. He says Captain Hadman, he adds the word "right" to it because that's usually the indicator of like, hey, that's a kind of foreign territory. Is that expected?
That's what it sounds like, Chris. I'm not sure he knows how long it takes to make a pie.
I know we're teasing you, but you have a lot on your shoulders over the next few days. You've already been working hard on this for the last year, but the Shop with a Cop and Shop with a Hero pie auction is so crucial, and each year. I know we've been personally involved with it for years from the radio station standpoint. From my perspective, since we took over the station, 4 or 5 years ago, it's been an exciting event to be a part of. It's great to be able to see the challenging comments and the competitiveness that happens online. But you know what? It's grown each and every year. And Officer Gallahue, it's something that you want to put as a benchmark of growing again this year. Not only the number of entries, but also the dollars raised.
Yeah, absolutely. Last year we had over 150 pies donated, raised over $20,000, and we're just excited to reach that goal again, go above and beyond that goal. And like you said, it's such a fun community event because just with the playful bickering back and forth and all that on the Facebook page and stuff. So it's really fun, really good time, and we're looking forward to making it even greater this year.
What goes into all of this? While we have the two of you, I want to talk about. Well, let's start with you, Captain Hadman. Let's take your perspective. What's your role? What's the department's role? What's the greater role of the first responder aspect of it?
Well, we see the event as a way just to really help families and to help kids. This time of year is a very stressful time of year for families. Um, the bills that come in, and families wanting to provide Christmas and feed their families and stuff at this time of year is really difficult. Everybody's going up, and so they have to balance where their funds go this time of year. And this is one thing to be able to provide families with some joy at Christmas and some happiness, and provide that for the kids and kind of relieve some of the food issues, because with this we are able to provide like a Christmas dinner for the kids and the family, working with the food club. So I mean, we're able to help the families as a whole, which kind of brings some of the tension down and hopefully relieve some stress that the families have. And that for us is just all benefits, just to have that pressure in the families and hopefully reduce some of the substance abuse or domestics and arguing that we see during the holiday time.
Well, the holidays can be very intense, and so if you can add that fun factor to it, that changes kind of the trajectory of where the holidays could go. You've got the community that's behind it, and Officer Gallahue, you have a lot of diehard repeat people that come out of the woodwork and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm bringing back this item this year," or it's a tradition for their family to make this pie or this dessert. It is certainly something that brings so many different aspects of the community together. Is that right?
Yeah, it absolutely is. Whether it's one of the local businesses every year donating their pie or treat, or just the community as a whole. There's several people out there who have their signature pie that they put into this, and they'll message me and be super excited about it and stuff like that. So it's really humbling that they're always looking forward to give to this program and to help it.
If you're just joining us, we're talking with Captain Havman from the Ludington Police Department and Student Resource Officer Gallahue as well, talking about the Ludington area Shop with a Cop, Shop with a Hero pie auction that's coming up this week. We'll break down how you can be involved with it, because obviously you've had a lot of interaction, engagement, people excited about it, and they're getting ready to, or have already made their items to be dropped off this week to be auctioned, and raise those funds. But let's talk just for a moment to those individuals out there that might have never been a part of this before, that have heard about it, or we've talked, watched or listened to the radio segments, talked with people in the community that have had maybe families shop at Walmart or Meijer during the events. Let's talk to the new people that want to engage with this event. What do they do? What's the steps at this point?
Well,
So
go ahead.
I was gonna say, easiest thing to do, biggest thing to do to get involved in this is to go to our Facebook page, um, 2025 Shop with a Cop, Ludington Shop with a Cop, Shop with a Hero pie auction. And then there you'll be able to see our post. And that is also where as of right now, that's also where the auction itself takes place, is on the Facebook page. All the pies and treats that are donated to us, we take a picture of them, put them on the Facebook page, and then once the auction goes live, that's where people will be able to bid on the pies and stuff like that in the comments section. So
And it's pretty flawless. Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx anything at all, but when the items come in, yeah, you have them fill out a form, a quick form. You take a photo of it, and they're kind of off the hook at that point. They can kind of call their item a certain name if they have an angle there. What's the responsibility of that person, drop off times, where, all of that stuff, and some expectations too, because you've seen enough years of this that you can tell what will sell or go for a higher bid. What's some of the tips and hints that you can share with us this morning?
Well, I think the catchy name is always a good draw to it, and just make it look as well, kind of as unhealthy as possible. People aren't buying pies for their health benefits.
Yeah.
You just make it look as good as you can, and draw people's attention to it. Um, we also need people to go to the auction and to bid and to buy pies. This is the biggest fundraiser that we have for Shop with a Cop. And the more money we raise, the more families and more kids that we can help at Christmas time.
Yeah. And some of those items will go for hundreds of dollars, if not, thousands of dollars potentially. But there are, because you hope that people will contribute 150 plus items or more, obviously try to exceed last year's. You have other items that will go for 20, 30, 50 bucks, so on and so forth. So it really is an opportunity for a lot of people to be involved in this event with the Ludington Police Department, and it all happens, if I'm right, same place, City Hall. Is that right?
That's correct.
And so you have somebody out there right now. They're thinking about putting it together. Their recipe that they've put together for years for the family. Uh, put an item into the Shop of the Cop, Shop of the Hero auction. They don't have to give you any sort of notice. They can, I believe, download a form or just fill out a form when they drop it off. Right?
That's correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
yep, that's correct.
And you have volunteers that'll be there. Break that part of it down for us as well. And if it's a cold item that has to be refrigerated or put in the freezer, there's an opportunity for that too.
Yeah, yep. We have refrigeration available, so if someone makes, and freezers, so if it's something that needs to be refrigerated, we have plenty of room for that. So, if that's something you're looking to donate, then we can take care of it. And yeah, like you said, as far as the while the drop off is going on, like you said, Chris, there are several people that volunteer their time to come in and help, and it's just running around, setting like just keeping the pies all organized and setting them out like that. So it's its own little system that just runs on its own, or not on its own, but um
It's got a
got a lot of
flow
moving
to it.
pieces to it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. Well, and I can see based on your energy and excitement about this that you've really it's been 2 years now, right? That or 3 years now that you've kind of it's been handed off to you and you've taken charge of it. What does this mean personally for you? What excites you about this event?
The thing that excites me the most about this event, Chris, is just how big it's grown, and just how much people look forward to this event. Not only that, and just the fact that so many people are willing to donate and bid on these pies, and it helps so many of the children in the community. I mean, to me, that's why I'm so excited about this, right? Because it's just every year it's growing. Every year we're being able to help more and more families because it's growing. And it's just amazing knowing that this is a community that's so energetic about the auction as much as I am too.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And that's good to hear. If you are just joining us, we're talking with Captain Havman and Student Resource Officer Gallahue of the Ludington Police Department. Both of you have brought up helping out the families and the kids in the area and trying to, help out even more above that. I have two other questions for you, and I'm glad you're taking the time with us this morning. I know we're kind of bouncing around, but I want people to understand the whole gravity of this program. Captain Havman, the number of families that are helped because of this program, what does that look like in the area?
Well, what we do to even pick the families is go to the schools and ask them for families that are in need, whether that need is financial or maybe they just are going through some hard times and just need a little bit of a hand. So we go to those families, we reach out to them, and we make sure that those kids, whatever that they have going on, are still able to have a good Christmas. We take kids shopping, and they can pick out presents for themselves and their siblings and their parents. But also beyond that, we make sure that they have a Christmas meal, that there's a Christmas tree in the house, and that they all really can just have that time of year where they have some peace and joy, and hopefully just change the trajectory or the outlook that that family has. Now, with that, depending on how much money we raise and how many kids we come across, some years we help up to 75 kids, or that could be 60 families, and some families have multiple kids, but we just try to help as many families as we possibly can. And that's why this is so critical for us. We rely on the money that's raised with this event to help those families. So the more money we raise, the more families we help. And one thing that we haven't really touched on is that if you get outbid and you don't get that pie, you can still come in and make a donation, and we'll take any help that anybody's willing to give to make this event bigger and better and help more families and kids, as many as we can. That's what our goal is. We don't have the number goal. We just have as many as we possibly can.
And that's a great point because usually after the auction each year, you get that tally of the items that were sold, but then $2,000-3,000 or more, if I remember right, comes in just from, hey, here's $10 to go along with that, or our family wants to donate this, or I didn't get a chance to, or I don't have Facebook, or I didn't get a chance to do that, but here's a donation. That says that the community is pretty strong, and that's pretty powerful when it comes to events like this. Um, Officer Gallahue, uh, for those that are listening, for those that are viewing this morning, what is that shopping experience like? What if you can share that one-on-one? Because we see the interaction, we see the photos, but what is that interaction like?
It's such an amazing feeling, being able to shop with those kids. Expect like when you're partnered up, it's just you and the children or and the kid, right? And you kind of go. They always have their little shopping list and everything like that, so they're super excited about that. And we think this more about them, right? But so many of those children are more worried about making sure their siblings are taken care of, making sure, mom or dad gets something. And that just adds such a humbling experience to it all. And I know, so I haven't, because I'm running the shop with the cop when it's going on, right? So I'm not
Mhm.
necessarily shopping with the kids at the time, but I can tell you what, if I have to stop by the elementary school, the students that I have shopped with in the past, it's been over 2 years that I've shopped with them just because I'm organizing it. They still remember that. They remember me. They remember that experience. They'll run up to me and, oh, Officer Gale, hey, you remember when we went shopping together and stuff like that. So it's something that really sticks with them and they really cherish going forwards. So.
It's something that they'll remember, for a lifetime in some cases. That's also another element that we haven't touched on, and that is the connection of the making it easy for those children and those families to connect with not only the law enforcement aspect of it, but also the first responders. That's where the hero aspect of it comes into play. And you have multiple stores that you shop at, depending on where you land as a first responder. Break that down for our listeners and viewers, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so we break it up. We have the shop with a hero, or I'm sorry, shop with a cop portion, and that is December 8th and 9th, and that will be held at Meyer. And then December 10th and 11th is the Shop with a Hero portion of it, and that'll be held at Walmart. And the Shop with a Hero portion are your firefighters, EMS, veterans, so of the community. So we also have a Coast Guard come down, and Coast Guard's able to shop with them and stuff. So it's really fun, really good time.
Yeah. Captain Heaven, is this a program that you think should, phase out, or you think it should continue for years and years to come?
Well, I hope it continues for years and years to come. One thing that we really even haven't touched on is this. This is an opportunity for us to kind of get with those kids and talk to them. And the first thing that we do is say, "Hey, what do you need?"
Hmm.
And sometimes the Christmas list that we get from the kids are hats and gloves, and they say, "We don't have a coat. I don't have warm boots. I don't have the at winter time." Um, they're just basic essentials. Or parents have things on the list like, "I really would like some laundry detergent for Christmas so I can wash my kids' clothes." So it gives us the opportunity to recognize that the needs that we have and to be able to fulfill those needs. And with the extra money that we have, we're able to fulfill those needs and yet still go the little bit further and make sure those kids and those family have a good Christmas.
Yeah.
So it's going an extra step to provide that kid with security and their basic needs in some cases. not all cases, but some cases, but also to make sure that they have a good Christmas and the family kind of has a little bit of that stress relief from them, um, to be able to have that and not feel pressure.
Well, and I would assume there's probably a lot of hugs and there's a lot of smiles and probably some tears, but it is a great program, and our conversation, hopefully for those that are listening and viewing this morning, brings them down that path of either two things or a combination of both. The first, obviously, is being a part of donating items to the auction. There's still time. As we know, we can make a pie in a day. We can go out and grab ingredients and put something together and that's part of the heartfelt part of it. It's, hey, we did this as a family, or you have that family secret recipe that you've had for years, and you want to share that a little bit with the community. Not all the secrets, of course, but be able to provide that so that maybe it is $100 pie, maybe it is a $500 challenge, maybe you do see the businesses fighting over that item. There's the contribution there. But then there's the other side of it is, let's bid on those items. Let's see the fun aspect of it. And drop off is tomorrow, I believe, right? Is that correct? And then the auction Wednesday. Do I have the dates right?
Yeah, yep. The drop off is tomorrow, the city council chambers from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then the auction itself, which, like I mentioned, on the Facebook page, runs from 8 a.m. tomorrow until 2 p.m.
Okay.
Or yeah,
And
8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Yep.
Yep. And truly it is, look at the items on the Facebook page there, uh, bid in the comment section, have fun, and your team behind the scenes keeping track of things. And then it's so amazing that when it ends at 2 p.m., you have the ability for people to pick up those items later that night, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, yep. Anybody who wins in the auction, they're able to pick up that item the same day. So they'll have it for Thanksgiving and stuff like that. And we open up the pie pickoff from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock on Wednesday. So
All right, and there's everything. I mean, what is your observations? Oh, actually, I'll put both of you on the spot for just a second here. Okay, think back last year, you were drooling over a few items. Maybe you've had some people that have already reached out, said, "Hey, we're going to be making this." What are some of those top two or three things that really came to mind for both of you, Captain Habman? I'll start with you.
Well, I think over the years, one of the um, top getters is a cake that Pat Dance always makes. I think she calls it the naughty and nice.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, it one side had strawberries and the other side just had more chocolate than people should.
Yeah.
That always goes.
Yep, absolutely. Officer Gallahue, what's there for you?
so one of my favorites that was donated last year was a cranberry cheesecake pie.
Yeah,
I think that was my favorite there.
I think it's great. Uh, Put the word out for those that are listening and viewing today. This can be something not only for the community members, and it doesn't matter where you live. You can drive from Scottville or Hart or Free Soil, Manistee to be a part of this. Um, but the idea that it raises $20,000 or more, and that's the benchmark is to each year to go up and above that. Um, but it does bring people together and make it such a home run for the Ludington area. I'll leave it to both of you, Captain Habman. Is there things that we forgot to talk about this morning that's important to you from the department standpoint in regards to the pie auction?
I think that one thing that I want to talk about, we it's a Ludington area, but we take kids from all across the county.
Yeah.
So if you live in Fountain or Free Soil or way out east or up north, wherever you live in the county, we're taking the kids from all the schools within the county. And so it is bigger than just Ludington. And the event, like you said, if you're from Manistee or wherever you're from, if you want to participate, we're more than happy to take any help that we can get. And we really just want to be able to, as a community or as a county, reach around these kids and kind of lift them up and put some smiles on kids' faces. They otherwise may not get smiles or smiles. So we're really just trying to give that gift to the kids at Christmas time, and just help as many families as we possibly can.
And people will probably ask based on, I know we talked a couple of times about it, about the schools helping connect those families in need. But if there's a family out there that is wanting that help, how do they approach the school counselors? What's that path for them, or are they kind of already on that list, if that makes sense? Officer Gallahue, tell us about that.
What I would recommend doing is contacting school counselor and asking help from there. And then, because that's who I organize or who I collaborate with, are all the school counselors in the county. So I think that would be a good start.
Okay. All right. Perfect. And I was starting to talk about, with all the cities that can be involved and people that can bid on the items, but also for all of those businesses that are out there that have employees at work during the auction from that 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. You could have challenges at work. You could have challenges among different businesses. Call them up and say, "Hey, you want to bid, go on a bidding war over that item," and it does happen, doesn't it, Officer Gallagher?
Yep. Every year we'll get a couple items who, whether it's one of the banks in the area or something, they'll start a bidding war. And we'll also have just other people in the community trying to have a bidding war with each other, and just throwing more fuel on the fire, so to speak, right? Getting everybody all riled up. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's great. Well, we are excited about it. I asked Captain Hadman if we forgot to talk about something. Officer Gallahue, I'll ask that same question before we wrap up. What's your thoughts? Anything that we missed to share with the community this morning?
I just want to go over the times again. Drop off tomorrow at the City Hall chambers from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And just if a pie is not your thing, we take other treats too, right? Like cookies, cupcakes. I'm gonna saying this word, but charcuterie board. Like
You
we've
got
gotten
it.
really
There you
cool
go.
charcuterie boards. Just all sorts of desserts and goodies like that. So, like I said, if a pie is not your thing, don't hesitate to donate something else if you're wanting to. But yeah, 4 to 8 tomorrow is the drop off, and the auction itself on the 2025 Ludington Shop with a Cop, Shop with a Hero Facebook page. And then the auction again tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 2
Yeah,
p.m.
sorry. Yep. Wednesday. Yep.
No, it's okay. And a lot of the information right there online on our Facebook page, and as well, we'll put a link in the comment section to the Facebook group. Make sure you connect early. It's a great event. It helps out a lot of people in the community. The challenge is on. Let's surpass last year's mark. And we'll have updates. I know you guys are in the city council chambers throughout the event, and there's a lot of hard work. There's a lot of dedication. There's because you're keeping track of all of those items. So we thank you obviously for doing that, and we want to make sure that you are recognized just as much as those that are bidding on those items. And let's make it happen. I'll connect with you off air because we actually have a new feature for the radio stations to give you the ability to update on air at your will the where the auction is or any updates throughout the day. So you'll be able to do that, and hopefully you can kind of pin Captain Habman and the others to do that. And that's a feature right from your cell phone that connects right to the radio station for you. So hopefully you'll be able to give updates throughout the day, and we'll connect with you on those features. But we want to support you. We'll continue to support you. And for those listeners and viewers, you're going to hear a lot on the air over the next few days on both radio stations about just reminders to be involved in this event. Do not let this week go by without being a part of it in one aspect or another. Captain Havin, it looked like you were going to say something. Go ahead.
Well, I just want to make sure I thank you for your time and helping with the community. I know you do a lot for the community, and you take a break from Christmas life. I know it's long hours ready, and to take a break from that and to make sure that this information gets out to as many people as possible. So I just want to thank you for your dedication also, and helping this make this event a success.
Well, glad to be a part of it, and yeah, got in at 4:30 this morning, and still dealing with some health issues. But you know what? We fight through it because that's at the end of the day, and you both know it. At the end of the day, no matter how you feel or how good or bad of a day it is, when you are there at the other end, and family is making memories, especially around the holidays. That says it all. And so I commend both of you and all of your team and officers, and as well all the first responders. We touched on it just a little bit about it being heroes just as much as the shop with the cop side of it. But as you mentioned, with the EMS and with the firefighters, they are as excited about the event as you are, and they get to be a part of it to help those families. And that says it all. It's a really fun event to observe from an outside perspective, but it must be humbling to the core from the inside perspective. And so we commend both of you. Officer Gallahue, I'll let you leave with the last words. Anything for the community that you'd like to wrap up with?
Just appreciate everything that the community's done with this event and helping it grow. Uh, so thank you again to everybody who's donated in the past, everybody who's bid in the past, and all that. It really affects the community better and really helps out a lot of families. So thank you again.
Yeah, that's a great message there. All right, you guys got to get going. I know I've taken a lot of time of your day. We appreciate you, and we will connect with you. And on Wednesday throughout the auction, we'll continue to update the community both on air and online to motivate those. And let's spread the word. Let's make this the most successful pie auction ever, and it can be done with a little bit of motivation out there. All right. Thank you both for being a part of the conversation today.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Chris.
Absolutely. It is 102.7 Mom FM and Hot Country